Hi everybody, sorry about that. With the wonders of technology we've got these days, unfortunately my own fault, probably should have plugged in my laptop. So we were doing a seated exercise. We were doing sit to stand or stand to sit, whichever way you want to do. Hands here on the chair, looking the other direction, leaning forward and stand up. Again, that will work your quadriceps. On the way down, that's going to work your hamstrings. Even body weight exercises such as this is really going to help strengthen your legs. If you think about getting in and out of chairs, you've been sitting watching the TV a lot, or even getting in and out of bed, these kind of exercises really help people develop their legs. If you missed the beginning of the last video before it cut out, just pass this information on to people who you think would benefit the most from these kind of videos. Obviously this is not going to appeal to everybody, but the ones it does, please let me know. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is something called mini squats. So we're going to use the same chair, but I'm just going to push it forward a little bit. Let me move my notes down a little bit. There we go. So mini squats, very simply, hands on the back of the chair. Make sure that you can see my full body position at the minute. Ooh. Hands on the back of the chair. There we go. Perfect way of coming. Hands on the back of the chair, looking straight ahead, and very simply having your feet nice and planted flat on the floor, and just bending your knees and back up. Bend your knees and back up. And you would do this for what would be called 3 sets of 5. So you do 5 of those, have a bit of a rest, then you do another one and another one. So you do them 3 times. So you're doing 15 in total. And you'll feel your bum and your legs getting a little bit more sore. And obviously the better you get at it, the more and more you can do. Alright, so do that again. Hands on the sides. Just slowly bend the knees down. Not too far. It's called a mini squat. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. All you got to do is go to where you're comfortable with, keeping a nice straight back, looking ahead, and squeezing your legs to get back up. So that's mini squats. Very simple exercise. Next one, going to have to point down the ways. You'll be lucky you won't have to see me very much in this one. These are calf raises. All right, Daniel, thank you very much for joining the conversation, and I hope you're enjoying what you see. So, hands on the chair again, looking at my legs. So a calf, your calf muscle is these ones. All right, otherwise known as your gastrocnemius. At the bottom is your soleus. Ultimately, it's the gastrocnemius is the main muscle that affects your calves when we walk and when we do things. All right, it can get quite tight and quite sore if we don't do things. Richard, thanks for joining the conversation, joining the video. Hope you're enjoying it. Hands on the chair, feet shoulder width apart, and just going on your toes slowly and down. Now again, wearing comfortable shoes, comfortable attire is really key to this. Don't wear anything that has a heel. Slippers won't work either. It needs to be something that can be fastened, something tight to your feet, so that you're able to get nice and elevated up there, and you will feel a pull just here. It is a strength exercise. Why? Because it's lifting up all your body weight to do that, and you should feel that quite tightly. So again, similar to the last exercise, and I'm going to do it a few times, what I want you to do is do 3 sets of 5 reps, 5 repetitions. So we'll do it together. 1, and down, 2. Notice I'm doing it really slowly. 3, there's no point in doing it really fast. You could risk injury if you do that. 4, and finally 5. Alright, nice and relaxed, nice and easy, calf raises. Alright, we're going to try and cover as many parts of the body as we can today. Yesterday we did a little bit on flexibility. I'm going to do more on that again tomorrow at 11:30. So moving on. Oh, get my notes up. Technology is not my friend today, but we will make it work. Right, there we go. This one's quite hard if you've got flexibility issues, especially in the legs, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So I'm going to point it down a little bit, back over to this position. Right, hand on the back of the chair, and looking this way, and all we're going to do is we're going to lift the leg up like that. Alright, so I'm going to do it in this direction. I'm going to move the chair and show you the other one. So again, feet about shoulder width apart, hands on the chair, looking ahead, and just putting more weight on one foot and lifting it up. And back to the beginning. So we're going to do that in this direction from here. Right? I'm using my right leg, which is on the screen, your left. So we're just lifting it one, up as far as you're comfortable with, and down. Up as far as you're comfortable with, and down. And obviously the next step would obviously be to change legs. I'm obviously in a fairly tight space, so I have to move the chair. If you've got room to maneuver, please use it. Up and down. Alright? And those are for your legs to try and, well, to get them in a bit more of a strong position to help you with things that you would normally do. I'm going to do a leg extension now. Now people know leg extensions as extensions and things that we do at the gym. Lots of pressing, lots of heavy weights. You don't need to do that at all, especially if you're struggling with load bearing on your legs. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Hands in this position. I appreciate you can't see my face, but that's probably a good thing. Feet shoulder width apart. Again, looking ahead, leaning forward and bringing one leg back and back to position. Left leg, and if you can, you hold it for a few seconds and back. Hold it for a few seconds and back, and just a gentle movement to lift the leg up. Again, it may not seem like it's doing very much, but actually you're strengthening the muscle in order to lift it. That is both your quads and your hamstrings in the lifting and bringing back down, but also your hips and your hip flexors that allow you to lift. All right, those are very good muscles in order to help you walk and to keep you mobile and strong as we walk. Valerie, lovely to see you online as well. We're going to move on to the next exercise for today, which is where we're going to need some equipment. Right, so I brought everyday household items. Today I have got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes from the Morrison's Savers range. They are both healthy, nutritious and cheap, which is great. But they also weigh a little bit. You might not think that they weigh an awful lot, which is absolutely fine, but for some people doing these exercises, it is going to be a bit more difficult than others. So I'm going to sit down, 1 tin in each hand. Move the chair over so you can see me better. 1 tin in each hand, fingers pointing away so that you can't see the label. Easiest way of doing it. 1 arm up to the ceiling and down. 1 arm up to the ceiling and down. And you're going to do this a few times. So we'll do it together. I'll do 5 on one side and 5 on the other. 1, 1. Now as you can see, I'm doing this really slowly. I'm not trying to force it. This is going to really work your arms, your shoulder muscles, the deltoids in your shoulder muscles. 3. You notice my feet are planted flat on the ground. My back is nicely against the back of the chair. That was 4. And 5. Nice and easy. It's a little bit of, if you can manage something a bit heavier, please do. But ultimately, tins are absolutely fine. We're going to use them again in the next exercise, but feel free to use anything that you can find around your home. I happen to have these lying around so for the food that we use, but other sort of tins, baked beans, tuna, those kind of things will be absolutely fine. Obviously, they will all vary in weight. So, again, for the next exercise, these are going to be called bicep curls. Bicep curls, your biceps are the muscle in your arm at the front, not the back. Bicep is called bicep because there's 2 heads to the muscle. That's on the front of your arm. Triceps are at the back. All right, we're going to be working effectively both of them with a bicep curl, and I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. I'm going to take 1 can in our arms and let it dangle. And all we're going to do, feet nice and flat on the ground, back nice and relaxed against the chair, and I'm just going to lift it up and bring it back down. Now I said to you how it's 2 muscles we're going to use, the biceps and the triceps. So it's called a bicep curl because this movement works your bicep. It's this main muscle here. But on the way down, if we go slowly and not let our arms drop, it'll work our triceps, the muscle at the back. So I know you're not out there thinking you want to have really big arms, really big biceps. You're not a bodybuilder, I know. But ultimately, having strong arms means that you can keep doing lifting, whether it's your shopping, whether it's lifting yourself, your body weight in and out of bed, or just generally other activities. Having strong arms or even more mobile, flexible arms can be really beneficial. So these are just exercises that I do with some people that I work with from different community charities around London. So I've probably done about 10 there. I haven't really been counting, but you'll find it's quite easy to do. And then what I would do then is switch arms. Most importantly, after you do any of these exercises, is to have a drink of water. I said to you yesterday that the best thing to do is to try and get through 2 of these in the morning at least, and 2 of these in the afternoon. It's very easy when we're stuck at home to start putting on the kettle, making loads of tea. Tea can dehydrate you depending on what you drink. So it's really, really important that you keep hydrated, you keep eating healthy foods. It's very easy to nosh on things that aren't so healthy all the time, but drinking is going to be very key. All right, so anything that we do obviously involves exercise. You have to drink. So even I'm going to drink because I need to, because even doing that for me, you can still feel a little bit of a burn on some of the muscles, so you're obviously going to require a little bit of water. I think that's it for now. We've done 15 minutes of exercise, dead simple, dead easy to do. Try and do these exercises twice a day. First thing in the morning if you can, and then later in the afternoon. It'll help strengthen your muscles, help keep them nice and supple, more flexible, more able to do more of your active things that you want to do during the day. Try not to just sit in front of the TV and do nothing. That is straight away a problem with weight gain, with even mental health, self-esteem, confidence. Just get up and start doing things, being more animated. I know we can't go out and engage with people the way we normally do, but actually it's not a problem if you keep yourself engaged. And look, feel free to send Maccabi GB any videos, pictures of you doing the same thing. I'm Neil. I really appreciate you tuning in today. And if you're watching this in the player back, great. Thank you for coming and getting involved. Daniel, thanks for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And looking forward to doing and seeing you guys again tomorrow at 11:30. And tomorrow we're going to be looking at stabilizing different muscles, as well as doing a little bit more flexibility. Thank you guys, take care, and have a good time at the moment. Bye.